Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii Ware review. Today I'm going to take a look at MaBoShi, the 3-shape arcade game, which if you've never played it before, it's basically a puzzle game, but it's also 3 puzzle games in one. So at the start here, you be able to choose like one of your Miis, or you can get some bog standard Miis over there, and basically you can put that in. It's a 3-player co-op game, and the way it works is a bit of a mad thing, so I'll have to explain as I go on. Basically, you can also choose music for the menu, you can choose like what background you want, and you can go on to the DS version, because you can download the game to the DS to play the 3 games, and that's a pretty cool feature. It's like the first thing of this type of calibre to come out of the Wii Ware, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, because it means you can take the game with you wherever you go, as long as you leave it in sleep mode, that is. So then there's 3 games, and I'll show you footage of all 3. I'll also show you DS footage, just so you can see what you're getting with that as well. You can view replays, if you've saved any of course. You can go onto the rankings, where you can see your personal bests, all the bests and all that, and once you get to 1,000,000 points for the first time, you can view how many millions have been. Because the whole point is you have to get to 1,000,000 points, and that's about that. Then in the options you've got normal difficulty, but you can unlock expert, an effect system, but you can unlock to switch it off if you want to, instructions, change me, and just stuff like that. So the whole point of the effect system is, because when you're playing the game, the autoplays can kick in over there, or if you've got people playing with you, and you can help each other out, because you can knock the dead enemies and the likes, and any skillful thing you do can have an effect on the other person's game to help them out. So if I was to manage to knock a dead enemy over to another screen, unfortunately I can't do it with the autoplay playing, but the autoplay can do it while I'm playing. So basically those pink squares there, and they can basically kill some enemies for you and just help you out. The whole point of the circle mode is to you go in 2 directions. You can change the direction at any time by pushing the button, so you can either spin clockwise or counterclockwise. You've got to kill the enemies before they get to the edge of the screen. If they get to the edge of the screen, then game over. Every stage, things different happen in the middle, so like you noticed at the start there was a circle, and then there was a bar, and then like there's hexagons and stuff like that. Also, while he's on the screen, MaBoShi over there comes up, and if you can give him some points, then good things can happen. So when he appears, you can interact with the autoplays, because you can knock the points onto him and give him some stuff. So then once you lose, you get the save replay and play again and the likes. So that's about that then. So let's go into bar mode and show you some of this. Whole point of bar mode is you spin round, and you've got to like hold the A button when you've built up momentum to get to the end. Depending on how fast you get to the end, depends on how many points you get, because you can get gold goals, you can get bronze, stuff like that. And it also increases the points of other things. Like there it said that the enemies are now worth other points. So basically, that's about that then. That's the whole point of this one. If you get touched in the red circle part either by an enemy or by one of the pink blocks over there, then you die. But the bar part of you that spins around, that can kill things. You can also, if you notice over there, a block can every now and then appear, like a circular block type thing, and you can knock that around to help you out. So that's pretty damn cool. The square mode is it's a bit of an odd one. It's definitely the most complex, I think. It's not the hardest, it's just the most complex. The whole point is, if any of these grey blocks are remaining on the screen when the red bar there reaches them, then that's it, you lose. If you trap yourself, you also lose, so I'll just do that there, just to show you trapping yourself. Whole point is though, there's fire dragging behind you, and you have to basically drag the fire onto the grey blocks. The blocks turn grey by you coming into contact with them. So there's a bit of strategy there with this, because you can actually circle back round to where you've got fire, and then touch that fire so the fire starts sooner, so that it's not a huge way behind like it was there. You can get it right behind you again to burn the blocks faster. You can also find bombs, and basically you want to be careful with the bombs, but they can help you out. You just have to use them in the right way. So that's about that then. That's pretty much all the games, so I'm now going to cut to the DS versions to just basically show you how cool they are on the DS. Because it's the same games, they're pretty simple, the graphics are toned down a bit, as is pretty much everything, but they still play just as well. So as I say, I'm just going to cut to it because I have to download it, so it's going to take a little while. So here we go then, this is the DS version, and this is proving why I don't do DS reviews, because this is being a royal pain unfortunately to try and show this properly. You get all 3 games, and you can choose the difficulty as standard, you don't need to unlock it, and the games play in the exact same way. So the whole point of the circle one is kill the enemies, if any enemies escape then you lose, line 1 get to the end, square 1 get to the end. You just basically use the D-pad to control them, so with this you just push the D-pad in the direction and the circle will spin the other way. So, but just died there just so I can simply show you the line mode and the other one, because as I say, the graphics are simplified, so I'll show you all of them. And that's pretty much that then. The only other thing I can mention while I'm just showing this off is the replay mode, which is basically, you may think it's just normal replays, but you can actually affect the game with them as well. So you can basically play on the middle screen whilst having replays playing on the left and right screen. And the reason that might be a good thing is because if you've done a really good bout on one of the games and you're pretty crap at one of the other ones, you can play off a replay of where you were really good on one, which will help you out on the other one that you're pretty poor at. So that's a pretty damn cool feature. It's the type of thing that if you're basically Billy No Mates, you can still use the effect system properly. So there we go then, that's some DS footage and the likes, and as I say, the game's playing the exact same way. You have to get to the end of the stage on the bar one, you have to get to the end of the stage on the square one, and you have to kill all the enemies before they escape on the circle one. So you're getting the exact same thing, which is a really cool thing, because I mean, how many other games do you know that you can get the exact same thing downloaded to your DS to play it on the way there? As far as I'm aware, this is pretty much the only one, because I can't even say it's a downgraded version, because while the graphics are obviously downgraded, the gameplay isn't. So that's pretty much everything there is to say about it, although I'm going to shut up and let you have a little listen to the music, because I haven't actually done so yet, and then I'm just going to sign off. So there we go then, that was a bit of the music. To be fair, there was one other thing that I should have mentioned, which I haven't, so I'm going to do it now, is simply that there's multipliers that you can collect every now and then, which obviously multiply your score, so they can really help you out in getting to that million. So this has been the review. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe to my videos, there'll be plenty more on the way. This has been Damon212, signing off.